My name is Leonard Ross. I'm here in the new LT Cafeteria. Everyone seems to be excited, and so let's just go take a look around, you know? Hello, LT. I'm here with Davon Hodges, aka D Breezy. Yes, sir. Davon, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Just got a couple questions for you. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I love it. I understand why it took so long because it's fantastic. I love what they've done with the place.
Okay, true. You're still familiar with how the old cafeteria used to look, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
What do you think are some major differences between the old one and the new one now?
The windows, the atmosphere, how long it is in the back, it really looks like a college cafeteria. I like it.
Okay. Last question. Breezy, if you had to choose one seat in this cafeteria as the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
Where would it be? Definitely a table closest to the food so you can be first in line. That's the best.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, LT. It's Leonard Ross here with the one and only Joseph Bruni. Joseph, how are you doing today?
Not bad. How about yourself, Leonard?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Just a couple of questions for you. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
You know, it's actually something. It doesn't really. The one thing is just so modern, and then right in the middle of our school, and I just love how nice it looks, and you got the sun shining in. It's just a beautiful atmosphere. It really is.
Okay, Bruni, you're familiar with how the cafeteria used to look prior to this, correct?
Oh yes, absolutely.
All right. What do you think are some major differences between then and now?
You know, this is just such like a nice feeling where like I'm with my buddies and like I've only seen smiles today, and there's just kind of that old cafeteria had a bit of a gloomy feel to it, and now it's just I feel like I'm on top of the world, really.
I feel the same way. Last question.
Uptown Funk playing, I mean.
Last question. If you had to choose one seat in this cafeteria as the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
Right here, just because I'm with my friends. I mean, you can spend $22 million, but the buddies are what really makes it.
All right, thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. I'm here with Mitchell Suzuki. Mitchell, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm very excited to be here in the new cafeteria. I love the way it looks, and I love these new circle tables.
Right. Speaking of the new cafeteria, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria, other than the circle tables, which I love too? I hate corners.
You know, I really feel like it was time for a change at the old cafeteria. It was like we were in a dungeon before, and now it's like we're in someplace modern that like you can actually enjoy eating in.
All right, dungeon. That word has been brought up a lot today. You're familiar with how the cafeteria used to look before this, right?
Yes.
What do you think are some major differences between then and now?
These skylights right here and like the whole openness of it, like gives it such an open feel, and just it's more inviting to be in.
True. Okay, one more question for you, Mitch, and I'll leave you alone. If you had to choose one seat in the cafeteria as the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
Probably somewhere over there, but at a circle table.
By the what?
Somewhere over there, but at a circle table as well.
And why would that be the best seat in the house?
I don't know, closer to the windows, or just pretty much everywhere here is a good seat. There's not really any bad seats in this cafeteria.
Okay. Well said, Mitchell. I'm here with Mrs. Alderman, correct?
Yes, I'm Mrs.
Yes. A few questions for you. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. You know, the board has worked really hard with the administration and the architects to provide a great space for all of you.
Were you familiar with the old cafeteria?
I was familiar with the old cafeteria.
Okay, what do you think is different from the old one for the one we have now?
Well, I think this is a much nicer space. It has a lot of light, and I think it's going to be a much nicer place for you all to have lunch and to do a lot of other activities. And it'll be really great for the community as well.
Okay. If you had to choose one seat in this cafeteria as the best seat in the cafeteria, where would it be and why?
Wow, that's kind of a hard question. I'd probably sit right here because I'd be right in the middle of everything where we're standing, and I could see outside and see what was going on behind me.
And I'm here with the one and only hockey player, Michael DeLeese. How are you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be in this new lunchroom here. It's really nice. We got the sun out. It's coming in, you know. A lot of energy in here, a lot of good music, free pizza.
Right. Okay, just a couple of questions for you, Mike. What are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
Well, compared to what we've been eating in all year, it's a big step up. You know, having to cross the street or go down in the tunnel to go across the street to the Vaughn building. It gets really hot in there in the summer, and you know, it's kind of just depressing to sit in the gym and eat. So I think this is really good for, you know, the last 2 months of school for us seniors, as well as the juniors who will have it all next year.
Well said, Mike. You're familiar with how the cafeteria used to look prior to this, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think are some major differences between then and now?
Well, last year our cafeteria would get extremely hot in the beginning of the school year and at the end of the school year. Also, it was just kind of dull. It was just a bunch of brick walls, you know, either solid yellow or solid white.
Did it remind you of a dungeon?
Yeah, very, very much so. And it kind of felt like you're in one too when you had to wait, you know, 20 minutes of your lunch period just to get food if you're at the back of the line. So I'm sure this will move a lot faster and it'll be a lot better.
All right, one more question for you, Mike. Out of all these seats here in the cafeteria, if you had to choose one being the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
Personally, I would have to say the seat right across from me because it's my friend Sean Farrell. He's going to Indiana University next year. He's going to try and play some basketball, and, you know, the kid's just a legend, so I'd have to say that this is probably the best seat right in front of me.
All right, Mike, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, it's Leonard here with the hoop star herself, Gabby Galassini. Gabby, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Leonard. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. Just a couple of questions for you. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
You know, I think it's decent. I think we could have done a little bit better of a job, but I'll let it slide.
Okay, you're familiar with how the cafeteria used to look prior to this, correct?
Yeah, very, very disgusting.
All right, so speaking of disgusting, what are some major differences between then and now?
Let's see. I think it's got some more like lighting going on. The old one was kind of like a dungeon. Didn't really like that. I think there's some really, you know, good spacing going on.
Okay, last question. If you had to choose one seat in the house as the best seat in this cafeteria, where would it be and why?
Best seat for me would probably be like right in the middle of the cafeteria so everyone can see me and how pretty I am.
You heard it here. I'm here with Molly Meyer. Molly, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. Just a couple of questions. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I like it a lot. It's really open. It's like nice vibes. It's really nice. It's modern too.
It is modern. Okay, are you familiar with how the cafeteria used to look prior to this?
Yeah, the ceilings are super low and it's like kind of dark. So like having the natural light and like more open, it gives more space.
And you would say that's like a major difference between then and now?
Definitely.
Okay, one more question and I'll leave you alone. You can eat your food or whatever. If you had to choose one seat in the cafeteria as being the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
Probably our table right here. You know, you got the circle table in front of the windows. Get a good view of everything.
All right, well, this is the best seat in the house, apparently. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm here with the man himself, Dr. Waterman, the principal of Lyons Township. Dr. Waterman, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing, Leonard? Good to see you.
I'm doing good, too. Just a couple of questions. One, simply, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I think it's beautiful. I mean, I think it turned out awesome. A lot of natural light, a lot of space. It's really great, really great.
Right. Were you familiar with the old cafeteria? Because I know you came kind of mid. So are you familiar with how the old cafeteria used to look?
I was in the old cafeteria a couple times, so I knew kind of the format. It was segmented into different areas, low ceiling, kind of dark. So this is so much better.
Right. So that would be a major difference then, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's awesome.
Last question.
Yep.
If you had to choose one seat in this cafeteria as the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
It'd be right on the window over there, overlooking the courtyard. And there's no better place to sit than right on the window.
Yeah, you're about like the fifth person now
right.
to say that. So yeah, thank you, Doc. Appreciate it.
All right.
I'm here with my boy Xavier, aka X. X, I just got a few questions for you. What are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I think it's beautiful. I like the lighting. I like how open it is. It's a lot better to see everybody's a lot more positive about it. It's a really exciting experience.
Right. And you're familiar with how the cafeteria used to look, right? Remember? What differences do you think are going to be a factor with the old cafeteria to the new cafeteria?
like I said, like how open it is and how we get to see outside a little more, and the lighting is a lot better, so just a more positive energy around here.
True, positive energy. I like that. All right, last question for you, X. If you had to choose one seat in this cafeteria as the best seat in the house, what would it be and why?
I'd say the ones right across the windows right there alongside of it because of the lighting. I don't know. I love seeing the sunlight coming in and the trees out there, especially when it gets nicer out. So I think that would be a lot better to sit that way.
True, true. You're not the first to say it. Hey, it's Leonard Ross again here with Connie Cass, correct?
Yes.
Connie, I got a few questions for you.
All right, hit me up.
What are your thoughts on the new cafeteria here at LT?
I literally cannot stop smiling. This is amazing. I feel like I'm in High School Musical right now. I mean, this is so cool.
You are familiar with the old cafeteria at LT, correct?
Oh, yeah, it was nothing good.
Right, I was just about to ask, what do you think is the difference between the old one and the new one?
It's just very open. It's very modern. It's cool. The old one was like trapped in a basement, I feel like, and this is just amazing.
Okay, last question for you, Connie. If you had to choose one seat in the cafeteria as the best seat in the cafeteria, what would it be and why?
Definitely one of these seats over here because you get the light coming in from the window. Get a nice like tan, but you also get to enjoy your lunch, you know.
All right, okay, well, you heard it here from Connie. Hey, LT, this is Leonard Ross. I'm here with Bryce Hughes. How are you doing today, Bryce?
Hey, Mom.
All right, just got a couple questions for you, Bryce. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria? I mean, it's gorgeous.
It's amazing, really. It's really pretty. It's really pretty.
It is really pretty. You're familiar with what it used to look like before this, right?
Yeah, I do. It was awful.
Some say it was a dungeon, correct?
Yeah, it was a dungeon.
Right. What do you think are some differences between the dungeon and the gates of heaven?
I mean, very obvious things. First of all, well, I mean, we can see outside, which is beautiful. We can get a beautiful shot of the outside, something to enjoy. You know, we all get to sit around. Round tables is an innovation of the future. Round tables are the wave, the next big thing. I'm telling you, we all get to sit around, see everybody in one place, talk to each other. It's amazing.
It is amazing. I do have to say so myself. Speaking of tables and seatings, if you had to choose one seat in here as being the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
Oh, it'd have to be right by the window so you could get a beautiful view of the outside. That's got to be it right there.
Outside, you like the sunshine, the window.
Oh, yeah.
Right. All right, well, appreciate it, Bryce. I'm here with Dwayne, correct?
That's correct. I'm the architect from DLA Architects.
Yeah, he did all of this. Did a nice job. Just a couple of questions, then you can be on your way. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
Well, I love it. My kids went to school here a long time ago, and they always called it the dungeon. And so the one thing we wanted to do is make sure that it didn't look like a dungeon. And so we got as much light into the space as we could.
Yeah, a lot of kids earlier called it the dungeon. Were you familiar with how the cafeteria looked prior to this?
Absolutely. We did a lot of survey work for a couple of years getting ready to do this project.
Okay, and as an architect, can you tell us what are the major differences between then and now?
The major difference is the flow. The kids can get in and out of the space very quickly. We saw the lines before. They were coming home back to the door. They were cleared in about 2.5 minutes. Kids can get their food, they can get out, and they get in a really nice space with a lot of light that they can enjoy their time out here.
Hey, it's Leonard here with the pop star herself, Josie Dunn. Josie, how are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Josie, just a couple of questions. What are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I'm obsessed with it. It's amazing. The light is so good, and it looks like a college cafeteria. That's what I was saying when I was in line for pizza. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Someone earlier mentioned how you can get a tan from right there.
Yeah.
You know, with the sun.
Yeah.
But you're familiar with the old cafeteria, how it used to look, right?
Yeah, it was like kind of a dungeon feel.
Right. Yeah, dungeon feel. That's been common. But what are the differences between the old place and now?
Well, this one's so much more open, and it's got so much natural light. Like, the lighting in it is amazing if you want to take photos or whatever.
No phones in school.
But no phones in school.
Right.
And then, like, the open area where you can get food is so much, it's just so much more inviting, and, like I said, it feels like a university cafeteria. It's much more professional and really, really well done. I love it.
I like the way you said that. It was well said by Josie Dunn. Josie, one more question for you. If you had to choose one seat in the cafeteria as the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
I would say my seat right by the window, right down there. Someone said earlier, you can catch a tan. You get the warmth of the sun, the whole thing.
All right, well, you heard it from Josie. Dr. Kilray, what are your new thoughts? Oh, not your new thoughts. What are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I think it's great. A lot of hard work. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
It's my first time being in here. It's awesome. The view is awesome.
Yeah, it's great. You guys get all the natural light. It's really kind of nice. I'm watching the reactions of the kids as they come in here. It's just great.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to be different now than the old cafeteria?
I just think the flow, the natural light. I can see you guys using this before and after school. It's a great meeting spot. It's a great commons area. It's multi-use at school. We can take the tables up and use it for club activities after school. So a lot of different things.
One more question for you, Doc. If you had to choose the best seat in the house in this room right now, where would it be?
There's so many good ones.
I know.
I would probably say right smack there in the middle.
Why in the middle?
Just because you have the windows, you have the courtyard, and you can see the monitors, and you can see all your friends walking in and out.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thanks, Leonard.
Hey, it's Leonard. I'm here with the baseball player, Quentin. How are you doing today, Quentin?
Good, Leonard. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Just a couple of questions about the cafeteria. One, what are your thoughts on the new cafeteria?
I'm really impressed by the cafeteria. No idea it was going to be this great. A lot of light. Food's good today. I'm hoping it's going to be great tomorrow, too. And, natural light's great. I actually really like it. A lot better than it used to be.
Well, he's speaking for himself because I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so I hope the food's not great tomorrow. Yeah, what are some differences between the old cafeteria and the new cafeteria?
What is it? Ceiling was low, really dark, a lot of, those fluorescent lights or whatever. But, I'm looking out a window right now. We didn't used to have one of those.
That's true. Last question, and I'll let you finish your food. Out of all these seats in the cafeteria, if you had to choose one being the best seat in the house, where would it be and why?
I'm going to take the one I'm in right now because I can see the window. I can see the food. Doors on either side. I like it right here.